I'm really excited to have a skeleton doing yoga with me. Thank you, guys. All right, let's do some yoga. Find a comfortable seat here. And close your eyes. And just take a moment before shifting anything, just assessing how you're feeling. Assessing your breath. Aware of physically how you're feeling. And without judgment, just noticing what's present. And then bring some intention into this moment. So start to sit up a little bit taller. So physical intention, we'll start with that. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. See if you can relax through the sit bones and the hips. So you settle a little bit deeper into the earth. And then transition into that sort of fine line between the physical and a little bit deeper part of the body, the breath. So starting to deepen the breath, drawing in that inhale. Balancing that with an equally strong, intentional exhale. And then start to navigate the breath through your body. So notice those areas that maybe feel closed off or tight. And feel for infiltrating those areas with the breath, surrounding them. And seeing if you can start to push the breath or shift the breath into those spots. Keep that going. Place one hand over your belly, one hand over your heart. And feel for heating up your hands with your awareness. Just by adding that attention, can you create a little bit of warmth, a little bit of awareness. And then add in the breath. So with the inhale, you feel the belly press outward, the chest rise. Feeling that pause at the top, and with the exhale, you feel everything hugging back to your center. And set an intention for your practice this morning. So what would best suit your body? This time with yourself. And take about 3 more breaths, setting that intention. And if nothing's completely present for you, or you've got a lot of ideas swarming around in your head, you can always work with just being curious, being present. Release your hands. Take a huge breath in. From the top, hold full. As you're ready, exhale out the mouth, let it go. Again, like that, huge breath in. The top holding full. Exhale, sigh out the mouth, let it go. 2 more at your own pace. And slowly with your next inhale, open the eyes. And bring the hands back behind you, feet out in front of you. A little windshield wiper leg action here. So on your exhale, lower the knees to one side. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the other side. And I like to have the feet a little bit wider apart so you get that full rotation through the hips and through the spine. And then coming back through center, keep the left foot rooted, right ankle crosses up over the thigh. And you don't want to go into deep sensation just out of the gate. So if you feel a lot here, walk the foot further out. If you don't feel anything, walk the foot closer in. And then you can get this rotation back and forth here, slow, careful through the hips, just starting to feel a little bit of opening in that joint. And bringing it back to center, either hanging out here, lifting through the heart, and just breathing into your hips, or going a little bit deeper, folding the leg under, so you're in this double pigeon fire log pose. And then if you still need more, so keep the feet flexed, start to hinge forward, moving deeper into the hips, and then start that deep Ujjayi breath again. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Make sure they can hear me online. It looks like someone might actually be on. Oh, good. No one's saying anything. Perfect. They're just watching. It's totally creepy. All right. 2 more breaths. Seriously, there are people that just watch the yoga classes. It's very bizarre to me. But if you are doing that, good for you. I love it. Inhale, rise up out of the fold. Bring both feet back down to the ground, and we'll simply switch sides. So take that left ankle, cross it over the right thigh. And as you're ready, bring in some movement. Apparently, like the online people like our classes because we laugh. We have over 191 videos for Mosaic Yoga up on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, so there's a yoga class for every need. All right, bring your legs back to center. So either staying here, lifting through the heart, and working with your breath into this left hip, or starting to fold under. If you are working with this double pigeon, keep the feet flexed back towards the shins, knee over ankle, ankle over knee, and then perhaps folding. So option to just stay up here like this as well. You only want to go into that first edge of sensation. And take about 3 more breaths here. And inhale, rise up. Extend both legs forward, give them a little shake out. And one more thing before we come onto our back. So bring the soles of your feet together in this Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to do the Ramdev yoga thing. So just start to flap your legs. I know, you feel like you're in kindergarten, right? So this is a style of yoga that's very popular in Nepal. And some of you have heard me say this before, but it works with the joints instead of the muscles. And so you're basically creating movement in the joint to create more lubrication around that. And then bring your legs to a stopping point and start to hinge forward, folding a little bit deeper into the hips. Breathing all the way down into the low back, to the groin. And feel for a softening around the shoulders and the jaw. See with each exhale if you can soften a little more. Maybe move a little deeper into that stretch. And ease your way up out of the folds. Hands to the outer thighs, help your legs back together. Roll on down to your back. Make sure your prop is nearby. We all have props, excellent. All right. So, stack your knees over your hips. Knees bend at about 90-degree angles. You don't need your roll yet. Interlace the hands back behind your head. And if this bothers your low back, keep the feet on the ground. You can do the same actions just without the feet lifted. Take a huge breath, spread into the low back with that breath. On exhale, lift head and shoulders. Relax your head into your hands so you've created basically a hammock here. Inhale into the back body. Hold full, press mid back into mat, curl tailbone up, exhale elbows towards left thigh, reach the right leg forward at a 45-degree angle, pull low belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, come back through center. Hold full, press mid back into mat, curl tailbone, exhale elbows towards right thigh, press the left foot forward 45 degrees, draw belly down. Inhale, back to center. Another option if this is bothering your back is you can reach the legs straight up to the sky. Hold full. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left side. Press through that right foot. Draw low belly down. Good. Inhale, back to center. Hold full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Press strongly through that left foot. Pull low belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left leg. Press through that right foot. Pull low belly down. This time, tuck a little more. Yes. Inhale, back to center. Hold full. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach through the left foot. Spread your toes wide. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, back to center. Moving into 2 rounds of Death Star. On your inhale, hold full. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Reach right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Pull belly down. Inhale, bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. So you can use your hand to get that. Press the foot into thigh, thigh back into foot. Exhale, lift torso higher, lift legs higher, pull belly down. Yeah, this one is death. Exhale, bend both knees, come back to center. I don't know who came up with that name, but I love it. Curl tailbone, exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach the left leg straight up to the sky, pull belly down. Inhale, bring right foot to inner left thigh, press. Exhale, lift torso higher, lift legs higher, pull belly down. Back through center, hold full. Last round here. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Reach right leg straight up. Pull belly down. Inhale, left foot to inner thigh, press. Exhale, lift higher. Pull belly down. Back to center, hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach up through the left foot, pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to inner left thigh, press. Exhale, lift torso as high as you can. Extend that left foot higher towards the ceiling, pull belly down. And release. Let's do that full body stretch. Reach your arms up overhead, legs point to the front of the room, and just taffy pull yourself apart. Maybe inducing a yawn or two here. Grab hold of your roll. Don't think about it. Place it in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone. Extend the legs up to the sky. You have the option to keep your knees bent at 90-degree angles, so you'll work up with a frog variation, or you can keep the feet on the ground doing the same action there. All right, interlace the hands behind your head. Gate opener. Take a deep breath in. Hold full, curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, left hand to your prop, straddle the legs. Exhale, curl tailbone, reach out through thighs, pull low belly down. Inhale, legs back together, lower head and shoulders. Hold full, curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, right hand to your roll, straddle. Exhale, curl tailbone, reach out through thighs. I don't know what that is. Pull low belly down. Inhale, legs come back together, lower head and shoulders. We'll do one more round here with the axe in the background. Okay, curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop, exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, left hand to prop, straddle. Exhale, curl tailbone, reach out through thighs, pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together, lower head and shoulders. Last one, curl tailbone, squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, right hand to prop, straddle. Exhale, curl tailbone, reach out through thighs, pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together, lower head and shoulders. Lower the prop. And setting up for, what is going on? I'm going to look. Oh, okay. That's good to know. So it is an axe or a chainsaw. Perfect. Perfect for Halloween month. All right. Stack your knees over your heels, feet about hip width apart. Tuck tailbone, inhale. Peel your spine away from the mat, lifting into bridge. And just use the sounds to stay present. It's a good reminder to get out of your head. Really rooting down to your feet. See if you can lift the hips a little bit higher without cranking or crunching in your low back. And perhaps closing your eyes. We'll take 5 more breaths here. Focus on expanding into the chest with that inhale. And then letting that expansion shift all the way into the belly. So this whole front body has an opportunity to open back up. Relax through the neck and jaw. 2 more breaths. Exhale, tuck tailbone, slowly roll your spine down to the mat. Walk your feet together. We're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, so knees splay open. Arms extend up overhead, opening back up, lengthening back out. Exhale, release your arms to your sides, help the knees back together. And roll over onto your left side. And make your way up to a seat. I almost hit my little skeleton. Do core work and the tree disappears. All right. Coming forward onto your forearm, setting up for dolphin pose. Oh yeah, there they are. So does dolphin work for you, or do you want to try something different?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see what happens. Everyone else, get into dolphin. You guys know what you're doing. Y'all are acting like you have never done it before. Yeah, so keep your hands clasped and then curl the toes under. How's that feel on your elbows?
I'm okay as long as I leave them off this now.
Okay, and then keep pressing your knuckles down towards the ground. How's that feel?
Better.
Okay, cool. All right, find that breath. Inhaling, open up through the back of the heart. So spreading in between the shoulder blades. You can always come down out of the pose. We're here long enough that there's always time to release. See if you can let a little tension go through the neck and shoulders by shaking the head yes and no. And then maybe tiptoeing the toes in a little bit closer to the elbows, seeing if you can reach the hips higher, feeling that core engagement. Inhale, float the left leg up to the sky. And if that bothers your shoulders, your arms, or your hips, don't do it. Keep the foot on the ground is always an option. If your foot is elevated, spread the toes. See if you can lift up out of the shoulders here. So creating a little more intention. Exhale, ease that left foot back down. Inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Yeah, nice, David. Keep spreading through the toes, lifting that leg high. Deepening the breath to balance out the intensity. Exhale, lower the right foot. Take 2 more breaths in dolphin. And then exhale, ease your knees to the earth. Child's pose, embryo, or puppy. So picking what feels best and actually gives you an opportunity to rest here. So knees can be, or rather hips can be stacked over the knees, or maybe the hips settle back towards the heels. Arms can be by your sides or extended out in front of you. If that bothers you, you can always come upright and sit on your heels. So taking a few breaths here, focusing on just surrendering. Inhale, roll your way up to hands and knees. Keep your eyes closed here. And just start to move with your breath. So it could be as simple as this cat-cow. Inhaling, drawing the belly down, lifting up the heart. Gaze shifts towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. That's one option, is just letting the breath flow here if that feels good. Or maybe moving the hips in a big circle. Maybe going all the way back to child's pose, back up through up dog or cobra. A few more breaths, just allowing for some freedom in your movement. And come back through center. We'll move into downward facing dog. So remember, this is your version of down dog. So down dog today could simply be on hands and knees. Or maybe it's that more traditional variation, curling the toes under, extending the hips to the sky. If that bothers your wrist, you can always come to the forearms. You can always turn it into a turbo dog if you need some more intensity by bending the elbows. Wherever you are, though, really focus on the breath. So with each inhale, you feel the breath running up the spine. With each exhale, drawing navel towards spine so you empty yourself out as much as possible. Two more breaths here. Inhale, rise up to your tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, spinal extension, that halfway lift, so you're breathing the spine long. Exhale to fold it in. Let's do that much again. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale to fold it in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms sweep overhead. Maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Classical suns. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. Add some padding under that knee if you'd like. Inhale, lift the torso, either hands to the thigh or arms can extend up. Find the breath here. We'll stay here for one more. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose. You can always be on your knees here. You can go directly to down dog or flow through that vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, lunge. Lift and open through the torso. Maybe the arms follow. And then exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Drawing into the belly, come all the way up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving with your breath. Inhale, re-extend. So going at your own pace here. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift it open. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step to plank. Directly to down dog or flow, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Keep the inhale going, open it up. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Move at your own pace. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands back, heart center. Continuing the flow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Awesome breathing. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, step to plank. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa. Moving slow and controlled, lift the heart. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, lunge. Keep the inhale going, open it up. Exhale, nicely set, hands to mat, forward folds. Drawing into the belly, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one here. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, open up. Exhale, hands to mat, plank. Either down dog or chaturanga. From chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to mat, forward folds. Drawing into the belly, rise up. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes, connect to your breath. Release your arms by your sides, mountain pose. Connect back into that intention you set. Maybe recreating that intention here, if that feels better to you. And slowly opening your eyes and turn to face the east side of the room. I love your hops, David, so much. All right, come into a horse stance. This is for your birthday, Sally. All right, so 4 feet or so apart, toes pointing out, arms hanging out in front of you. So we're going to do some shoulder shrugs here. Take a huge breath into the upper back. Hold full, reach the shoulders up as high as you can. Pull them straight back, keep squeezing. Exhale, drag the shoulder blades down the spine. Good, inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine. Pull down. It's like you're trying to squeeze an invisible pencil. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, bend elbows. Draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine. Pull down. Release the arms. We'll do one more round. Deep breath into the back of the heart. Hold full, reach shoulders straight up. Straight back. Exhale, squeeze as you drag them down. Awesome. Inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades together. Pull down. Inhale into the back of the heart. Exhale, bend elbows. Drop bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine. Drag down. Release the arms. Roll out the shoulders. And come a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen out the arms. Reach through that right hand. Bring the forearm down to the thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. And come over here so the camera can see what the hell I'm saying. Yeah, stay with it. And then take that left arm, reach it over to the left, come into your neck stretch. Yeah, so let the head hang. Stay deep in this horse stance. Reach through that left hand, rise back up. If you need a break, you can take one. And then bring the left forearm down, right arm reaches up overhead, lengthen out through the side body. Awesome. Breathe with the intensity. Phase 2, neck stretch. Reach that right arm over to the right. Let the head stay heavy towards that left shoulder. Reach through the right hand, come back up. One more breath, sit a little bit deeper. And then straighten out the legs carefully. Woo! Inner edges of your feet parallel. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Just let your torso hang down. Arms release. If there's a different position you prefer with your hands, you can take that, maybe grabbing hold of the big toes or interlacing the hands behind the back. Keep a slight activation through the inner thighs by hugging the legs isometrically towards one another. Relax through the jaw. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, rise up halfway. Either hands on hips or arms extend out like wings. Fire up through the back body. Inhale, rise all the way up. Heel, toe, or David, hop your feet back together. I love it. Turn back to face the top of your mat. Inhale, float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Don't worry, we won't stay here long. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat. Step or hop your way back, plank to chaturanga. Your choice, you can move directly to down dog or flow, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or up dog. Good. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And remember, your down dog can always be on your knees, so you're taking all fours. You can also be on your forearms. So you're giving your body the right option. Should not be in pain. Could be challenging. Inhale, slowly float that left leg up to the sky. Spread through the toes. Reach that left leg long and then see if it wants to go a little bit higher. Exhale, bend the left knee. Open up through the hip. Keep equal weight through your hands as you're doing this. Keep pressing the chest towards the shin if you're in your traditional down dog. Inhale, re-extend that left leg. Exhale, left knee into chest. So get a little lift to the core. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, step left foot through. Lower the right knee down to the ground. You can add some padding if you'd like here by flipping over the mat. Or you guys have all special pads. I love it. All the props are happening. Why don't you have one, Nat? I'm just kidding. All right. Hands come onto the thigh. Start to shift the weight forward. So you're moving into that stretch. And then press this back leg down into the earth, either the top of the foot or curl the toes under. So there's some engagement through this back leg. And then reach out either through the toes or the heel so you feel that directional pull. You can stay here or one or both arms extend up to the sky. Keep squeezing the inner thighs towards one another so you've got that engagement. Breathe into the stretch. Exhale, lower your hands to the ground. This time, shift your hips back so they're stacked over this right knee. So inch that left foot in so you've created 90-degree angles with both legs. Rise back up. Inhale, right arm extends up to the sky. Exhale, move into a twist. Either that prayer twist, hooking the right elbow over the left thigh, making a fist of the bottom hand, or right hand can be on the ground, left hand on thigh, or reaching up to the ceiling. Yeah, find your breath. Notice how the breath is a little bit harder to interact with in this pose. So find a place you can shift the breath to, either into the heart area, the low back. Soften through the jaw. Inhale, unwind. Place your hands back onto the mat. Now you have the option to keep this back knee down for stability, or coming into crescent lunge, you'll curl the back toes under. Inhale, bring the torso all the way up. Connect back to your breath. Archer in crescent lunge. So you'll take this right arm, bend the right elbow, bring your left hand to the elbow to start, and this may be where you hang out. This could be a good enough stretch. Or maybe take this left arm, wrap it behind your back, grab clothing, a strap. Maybe you're flexible enough like this little skeleton that you can hook your hands together. Hashtag goals. Lift up through the elbow. Breathe into the chest. Maybe not the skeleton part, though. As I'm saying that, I'm like, wait, that's not good. Breathe into the belly. See if you can soften through the shoulders here. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale into your twist. Either that prayer twist, hooking the right elbow over the left thigh, Similar to where we just were, or right hand down to the ground, left arm extending up or resting on the thigh. Back knee can always come down for support. Keep the legs firing up to support you here. Head hangs heavy, 2 more breaths. Right leg is fired up strong. Inhale, unwind. Hands come down to the mat. Shift the weight into your left leg. Rock forward, standing splits. Just as transition, I know this left leg is screaming. Spread the right toes, reach that right leg higher. Exhale, hug the right knee into your chest, a little crunch here, and then reach the right leg straight back and down, setting up for a warrior 2. Rising up with your inhale. You can straighten out that left leg for a breath or so, giving the thigh a moment to breathe. And then float the arms back up, come into your lunge. Yep. Connect back into that breath. Exhale, release the arms behind you, interlace the fingers. Start to draw the knuckles down, lift through the heart. So this may be where you stay. Or come into ostrich pose. Dive forward, bringing the torso to the inside of that left leg. Clasped hands, reach up and away from the hips. If that's too much, you can always bring the hands to the ground. Or always keep the hands resting on the hips. Breathe down into the belly, into the legs. Lower the clasp if it's not already. Release the hands to the mat. Head to ankle, prep or hell. I think today it's called hell for sure. Right, walk that right hand back to the inside of the right leg. Just kitty corner to that right foot. Left hand comes to the inside of the left thigh. Start to press the thigh away and forward. Yeah, and then lean everything towards that right leg. So your torso, your right hand, everything is moving away from that front leg, from the left leg. The deeper you lunge, the more you will feel this stretch. You can always exhale out the mouth to release some of the intensity. Release the left hand, walk both hands back to the top of your mat. Lower the right knee down to the ground. Add padding if you'd like. Ardha Hanumanasana, so half splits here. Hip stack over that right knee. Hands are on the ground or on props. Straighten out the left leg and just fold forward. So giving this left leg a little bit of a release, also moving a little bit into the hamstring and the calf muscle. You can play around with the position of your foot. It will shift the stretch around. Head to ankle. So both hands come to the inside of the left leg. Start to bend the left knee. This can be where you work. This can be head to ankle, just chilling here. Or relax the torso, let it hang. If you want to go deeper, curl the back toes under. So you're in a warrior 1 modified version, just hanging out here. Or start to tuck that left shoulder under the thigh. Maybe tucking the head behind the ankle. 3 more breaths. Awesome. Inhale, unwind out of that. If your back knee is down, lift it back up. Weight shifts into your hands. Inhale, extend the left leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. Or your version of down dog. Exhale, bend that left knee, open up through the hip. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, knee to right elbow, little cross body movement. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, left knee to outer edge of left arm. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Set that left leg down for pigeon on this side. Yeah, you can always come into the reclined variation or into that double pigeon that we did at the beginning of class. You don't want to be in pain in your joints, so if this version bothers your knee or your ankle, don't do it. If it doesn't, you can do it. Otherwise, you can come onto your back, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, and go until you feel a stretch by hugging that right leg in. 5 full breaths here. See where you can soften. Can you release a little bit more stress from the jaw? Maybe taking a few exhales out the mouth to facilitate that. Our jaws are intimately connected to our hips. See if you can release through the jaw to help release through the hip and vice versa. If you're folded forward, start to walk your way back up. You have 2 options. Option 1 is to go straight back to your down dog. Option 2, if you feel inclined, I don't think anyone of you want to do this, but if you want to, you can play around with peacock, where you cross the ankles, come forward, and hop your way back. Nat, you might want to try it. It's pretty fun. Or you just go straight back to your down dog. So you can do it with lotus or half lotus, or just cross-legged. And then you really want the elbows to squeeze in like you're hugging the rib cage, fingertips point out. And then shift the weight into the hands. Extend the legs back. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Woohoo! Yeah. Doesn't it feel amazing? It's not that hard. Yeah, that is the scary piece. All right. Down dog, take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Let's do one more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Spread the toes, reach this leg long. Exhale, bend the right knee, open up through the hip. Yeah, that's it, David. Fill for space around that right hip joint, right quadricep. Keep rooting down through your hands, whichever version you're in the pose. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, step right foot through. Lower that left knee down to the ground. So add some padding if you need here. Hands come onto the right thigh. So we're starting out with this deep, low lunge. Inch that right foot forward, and the more forward it will come, the more you will feel the stretch. Hips shift forward. Bring your breath back into the pose. So hands can stay here, or one or both arms can extend up. Keep squeezing the thighs together so you feel that contraction through center line. Keep reaching back to the left leg so there's an energy and intention there. And pressing this right foot into the earth. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, setting up for our twist. Shift the hips back so they're directly over that left knee. Right foot scoots back so you've created this 90-degree angle. Inhale, extend the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, move into your twist. Either that prayer twist, hooking the left elbow over the right thigh, or That open twist with left hand down, right hand to the thigh or arm extending up. Fill this pose with breath. And then remember that intention you created. So even in this twist, can you tap into that? And maybe modify your pose so that it matches your intention better. Inhale, unwind, hands back to the earth. Option to stay here or curl those back toes under so you're setting up for a full crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Yeah, back knee can always be down. Spread through the fingers, lift and open up through this front body. Moving into archer here, exhale, bend the left elbow. Right hand can come to the elbow. This can be where you stay. Or if you want to be like the skeleton, you can start to wrap the arm behind your back. Maybe clasp the hands, grab clothing. Sports bras are super helpful in this pose. Lift and breathe into the chest. Maybe close your eyes, feel. Inhale, unwind the arms. Exhale, move into your spinal twist. Either that prayer twist, hooking the left elbow over the right thigh, or left hand down on the ground, right arm extends up. At the bottom of each exhale, connect into your core. Good, Sally. Feel for that engagement at the center line. That Uddiyana Bandha-like sensation. Inhale, unwind. Here's the favorite transition. Weight shifts into the right foot. Inhale, left leg extends up to the sky, standing splits. Take an extra breath. Reach and lengthen. Exhale, left knee hugs to chest, this little Shiva squat situation. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Lower the left foot to the back of your mat, setting up for a warrior two. Rise up with the inhale. Take a moment. Come a little bit deeper into your lunge. Exhale, release the arms behind you, interlace the fingers. Start to draw the knuckles down. This can be where you hang. Or ostrich it up, dive forward, bringing the torso to the inside of this right leg. Clasped hands extend away from the back body, so you're opening more through the shoulders. Breathe all the way down into the hips here. Exhale, lower the clasp, release your hands. Head to ankle held. Walk that left hand to the back of your mat. Right hand comes to the inside of the right thigh. Start to press that right leg forward and away. Lean the torso towards the back leg. Yeah, you guys have all got it. Awesome. Breathe down into that right hip, right side body. The deeper you lunge, the more you will feel this. All right, bring the right hand down, straighten out the right leg, walk both hands to the top of your mat, lower the left knee down. Add padding if you'd like, Ardha Hanumanasana, that's half splits. So weight is stacked over that left knee, torso folded over the right leg, hands on the ground or blocks. And if you feel a lot of tension here, you can kind of bounce, helping release the muscles, the joints. Breathing down into the hamstrings, the calf muscles, maybe shifting the position of your foot. Exhale, bend the right knee, walk your hands forward, Curl the left toes under. Inhale, extend the right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Or three-legged, all fours. Exhale, bend that right knee, open up through the hip. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, right knee to outer edge of left elbow. A little core work. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, right knee to outer edge of right elbow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale into your pigeon of choice. Right leg comes forward. You can also add your rolled up mat under the hip. That takes some pressure out of the joints. Totally an option, or your block if you'd like. Also, you have that option to come onto your back or come to the seated double pigeon variation. So you want to make sure you've got that fluid, complete breath. It's a good indicator that you're not going too deep. And then breathe into sensation. There was actually a New York Times article about people going too deep into their hips and needing hip surgery. So you don't want to push this pose. You want to go to a place where you can relax into it. Two more breaths. If you are folded forward, inhale, rise back up. So if you're on your back, just stay. Otherwise, if you're folded forward, shift the weight into the right hip, wrap this left leg around, and we're going to all come all the way down onto the back. Hug your knees into your chest, rock it a little bit side to side. Moving into either Viparita Karani, so this leg's extended upward, or shoulder stand. So Viparita Karani, you can use your roll or a block, and you'll simply place it under your hips and extend the legs up to the sky. So this is the more restorative variation. Knees can always be bent. Other option is to move into shoulder stand. If it's part of your practice, you'll shift the weight over the shoulders. This just reminds me of being a little kid. Hips over the shoulders, legs extending up, hands supporting your hips. Once you're in shoulder stand, do not move your head. Puts weird pressure on the neck, so you want to stay safe there. Option to just stay here with legs extended if that feels good, or start to helicopter your legs around, maybe coming all the way into a twisted root. Maybe coming into your straddle or a reverse Baddha Konasana with soles of the feet coming together. Maybe even a lotus if that feels good. About 3 more breaths upside down. If you are in shoulder stand, maybe taking a few breaths and plow, legs go overhead. You can also do a version of that with your hips on your block. And then carefully ease your way down out of that inversion, taking your time, especially if you have a sensitive low back. Take a moment or two with your knees towards the chest. And then from here, move into any final movement or pose of choice. So that could be a final spinal twist, maybe a bridge pose, or a heart opener of sorts. Maybe you're totally ready for Shavasana and you just want to lay on down. Take your time to get there, but once you do feel ready, And transition into that place of final relaxation. Allowing your body to be heavy, supported by this solid earth. Letting even your intention quiet as you rest here for these last few minutes of class. Start to deepen your breath. And slowly roll over onto one side. It's fetal position. And with eyes still closed, press your way up to a seat on your mat. Inhale to float your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Just take a moment for gratitude. Maybe sending out some love to people you know that are suffering or struggling right now. The goodness in me bows to the goodness in you. Namaste.